everyone. Today I'll be covering the muscles of mastication in my NEET MDS revision series. Now let's start the video. The four primary muscles of mastications are temporalis, masseter, lateral pterygoid, and medial pterygoid. In this video, I'll be covering these muscles of mastications in detail. Now, accessory muscles of mastications are suprahyoid and infrahyoid. So, suprahyoid muscles are digastric, stylohyoid, mylohyoid, and geniohyoid. And the infrahyoid muscles are sternohyoid, thyrohyoid, and omohyoid. Functionally, the muscles of mastication are classified as jaw elevators and jaw depressors. The jaw elevators are masseter, temporalis, medial pterygoid, and jaw depressors are lateral pterygoid, anterior digastric, geniohyoid, and mylohyoid. So the primary muscles of mastication I'll be covering in detail. So first is masseter muscle. So masseter muscle has three layers: superficial, middle, and deep layer. The superficial layer, it originates from the zygomatic process of maxilla and anterior to two-thirds of the lower border of zygomatic arch. It is inserted into the lower part of lateral surface of ramus of mandible. The middle layer, it originates from anterior two-thirds of deep surface and posterior one-third in lower border of zygomatic arch, and it is inserted into the middle part of ramus. The deep layer originated from the deep surface of zygomatic arch, and it is inserted into the upper part of ramus and into the coronoid process. The function of masseter are elevation of mandible, lateral movement of mandible for efficient chewing and grinding of the food, unilateral chewing and retraction of mandible. The blood supply of master it is supplied by masseteric artery, which is a branch of maxillary artery, and the venous drainage is through masseteric vein. The nerve supply is through masseteric nerve, which is a branch of anterior division of mandibular nerve. Now, it is palpation. So, coming to the palpation, it is palpated by asking the patient to clench their teeth and using both the hands, and this muscle is palpated on both sides extraorally, making sure that the patient continue to clench during the procedure. The palpate the origin of muscle bilaterally along the zygomatic arch and continue to palpate down the body of mandible where the muscle is attached. So palpation is done in the multiple area for masseter muscle. Now moving to the second muscle, that is temporalis. It is a powerful fan-shaped muscle which feels the temporal fossa. So the origin is the temporal fossa from the infratemporal lines and temporal fascia. It is inserted into the margins of deep surface of coronoid process of mandible and anterior border of ramus of mandible. The blood supply is through superficial temporal artery, which is a branch of maxillary artery, and the nerve supply is deep temporal branch from the anterior division of mandibular nerve. The functions of temporalis muscles are elevation of mandible, retraction of mandible, crushing of food between the molars, and posterior fibers draw the mandible backward after it has been protruded. It is also a contribute. It also contribute to side grinding movement. The palpation is through it to first to locate this muscle. Ask the patient to clench their teeth. The anterior region is palpated above the zygomatic arch and anterior to TMJ. The middle region is palpated directly above the TMJ and superior to zygomatic arch, and the posterior region is palpated above and behind the ear. Now coming to the lateral pterygoid muscle, it is a short, thick conical muscle with a definite upper and lower heads. So upper head originate from infratemporal surface and crest of greater wing of sphenoid bone, and lower head it originate from the lateral part of pterygoid plate. It is inserted into the anterior margin of articular disc and capsules of TMJ, and the nerve supply is through pterygoid branch of trigeminal nerve. Blood supply is through pterygoid branch of maxillary artery and ascending palatine artery. The functions are it depress the mandible to open the mouth. Lateral and medial pterygoid of both sides contract to protrude the mandible, and when contract, alternatively, it produces the chewing movements. So palpation is done by placing the forefinger or little finger over the buccal area of maxillary third molar region and exerting a pressure in the posterior, superior, and medial direction behind the maxillary tuberosity. Now coming to the medial pterygoid muscle. It is a quadrilateral muscle having a small superficial head and a large deep head, which forms a major part of the muscle. So it is originated from superficial head. It is originated from maxillary tuberosity, and deep head from the medial surface of lateral pterygoid plate and part of palatine bone. It is inserted into the medial angle of mandible, and blood supply is through by facial artery, and venous drainage is by lingual vein, and at the nerve supply is by medial pterygoid branch, which is the main trunk of the mandibular nerve. The functions of medial pterygoid are: it elevates the mandible, closes the jaw, it helps in side to side movement, and it is palpated by gently palpate them on the medial aspect of jaw simultaneously from both inside and outside the mouth. Now that's all for today's video. If you liked this video, then please press thumbs up. Till then, thank you, take care, happy learning.